Hey everyone, welcome to
Hi,
TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee.
Hi.
Hi everyone. Hello, Mr. O.
Hello, Mrs. TFT. I believe somebody calls you Mrs. TFT.
Mrs. TFT, I like that.
That works. So yes, what a wonderful couple of days. Was that sort of ironic? I don't know.
Well, we've been busy. Mr. O had a little procedure. We don't need to go into details. Just one of those little tests we old folks have to take every so many years. And enough said. And so we were busy with that. It's my benefits time at work. I was busy checking into that. Crazy stuff.
So let's get going.
I am.
All right.
Hey, Mila. Good to see
Hello
you
to everybody.
here.
I see Mr. Maurice.
Yeah, got in early, Mr. Maurice. Good going.
Libra Cusp and Amelia. Hello to all.
Have everybody so far. We'll see who else pops up. We're going to try this Halloween Oracle again and see if we get the same card again. But this time, I'm going to let Mr. O shuffle and I'm going to pick the card.
Well, why don't you tell that history of that card?
Well, we just keep pulling the same card week after week, trick or treat.
Okay, thank you. I just thought you were like
the card.
Drum roll, make it real
it's
dramatic.
Like 3 times in a row.
Like,
it's
dun,
obvious
dun,
we
dun.
all need to unwind and have some fun.
Hand them over.
Which is what that card is about.
Well, isn't that the truth anyway?
It is the truth anyway. Yeah,
Hi,
Gina. Well, needless to say, Mr. O passed his test with flying colors. He always does.
And I even showed for TFT.
Did you really?
Yes, I told one of the persons there, I said, I do tarot on live stream and I'm known as Mr. O. So when they put me in the car, they wheeled me downstairs and they said, whatever it was, Mr. O.
You know, we just can't trust him under anesthesia.
I was off of the anesthesia, but I was still a little groggy.
Hey, January girl.
Hi. Okay, are you ready to pick the card?
Well, I'm going to give it a shot. Cut him. Well, it doesn't matter if you didn't. I'm just pulling out all the stops, and we're going to see if I pull out the same card.
Good for me. That's right. And they live in Windsor, which is the city across Detroit River in Canada. So they're kind of like, we have a lot of Canadians that come to the Detroit area. So that was kind of neat.
What, the people?
Well, actually, he's from Windsor. He doesn't live there, though. That particular.
No, it's not. It's not trick or treat. Wow, it is actually the dawn. The light after darkness.
It's always darkest before the dawn. That's quite a colloquial old saying.
That's one you like.
Well, I alter it scorpionically.
The light after darkness, after the darkness. After the darkest times, the sun will always rise. The dawn will always come. This can be no surprise.
That sounds like one of your poems.
I know. I could write this. No. Whilst midnight is often thought of as a magical hour, throughout time, dawn has also had its share of the mystical. All manner of magical beings had to return to their true forms by dawn. Werewolves, for example, and vampires could only be active while the rays of the sun did not pierce the sky. Dawn and deities of dawn heralded both hope and new life. Goddesses such as Yastre and gods like Helios and Apollo were those who brought new life and the dawn's light to the world. The journey from the darkest night of the soul to a bright and hopeful dawn is one of the deepest and most powerful heroes' paths repeated over and over in mythology. Should you receive the Dawn card, you are being reminded that there is always a fresh start and a new beginning to be had. Change is unstoppable, and even the most difficult times will pass. No matter how devastating they may seem, hope is one of the most powerful motivating forces in the universe, and it's being indicated here. And I can vouch for the magical dawns. Every time we would take trips out to the woods and camping and stuff like that, what would I do, Mr. O?
Get up before the dawn and
Get
go
up
watch
before
it.
the crack of dawn, sit by the water if I was near water, and watch the sunrise. That's right. And just drink in the silence. It was wonderful. Very magical. So, happy...
I like that, Gina. That's very cool.
Oh, yeah. Gina, you are so good at that. No, really, you're always doing that with words. I love it. I love that.
So I am here today with my 3 decks, and because it's the Halloween season, I have brought my Santa Muerte Tarot, which I love this deck. It's very stylish and colorful. And that is the King of Cups. And then I also have my Tarot of the Cat People. Excuse me, I had Taco Bell, so I'm having a little bit of Taco Bell.
Too much info.
3 of Pentacles. And then that ominous 13 Tarot by Necro.
Oh, no.
I know that one.
No.
At least you can shuffle it.
I will let you do counting for the...
And this is the 5 of Wands with little crow masks. Okay.
Okay, so my cards are, of course, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Here is the King of Potions in that deck by Minerva Sequel. Pretty soon she'll be coming out with her Disney Villains deck. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's pretty awaited for sure.
Very soon. Then we have the 5 of Wands, which was that our card of the day yesterday? Reversed, I believe.
Seems it comes
or
up
today.
quite often.
The 5 of Wands upright here is from the Jack-O-Lantern Tarot. Nice tarot that is as well. And also, as I try to put the cards in the right place here, hello. Yes, there's one. We have the Queen of Cups from the Everyday Witch Tarot. And finally, Mr. O did it so well earlier, I'm going to have him say the name of the deck I'm using here.
Shudder.
I'll just show the box.
It's got those funny little, dots over the vowels.
It was something like when we listened to it on Google.
Forhaxa.
Forhaxa. It
Swedish.
was A. Forhaxa, wasn't it?
Forhaxa.
Because it was like a long A.
Yeah.
Tarot by M.J. Cullinane. I decided to take the Edgar Allan Poe deck out because it's got a really bent card in it. So I decided to replace it with this new deck we got. It's got the beautiful backs. And by the way, we'll be doing an unboxing of this and a Oracle deck that MJ did. Very soon.
9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah. And so here is the Page of Fire in this beautiful deck. All right.
And that's just a video that we recorded earlier, so you can view it anytime. It's not a live thing. And it'll be on about 2 hours after my emotional exchanges, which is also on Friday mornings.
Busy,
right.
busy. And what else is happening Friday?
It's going to be our pop-up.
We didn't put out any announcement.
I know. We're having a pop-up on Friday night for Past Lives.
It's Past Lives pop-up Friday night. If you can make it, be there.
It'll be at 7 o'clock.
It's an hour-long show. Maybe an hour and a half. We'll stretch it because we can take a while with the past life.
Hi, Isabie.
And, hi, Isabie. And also what's happening Saturday.
Well, that one I do have a little promo for.
Or Saturday.
Why not?
You're working.
We're doing it before I go to work.
Oh, I thought you were working the day. That's next week?
No, that's actually 2 weeks.
Okay.
So here's the dealy-do. I'm going to be burnt out. Tomorrow we'll be doing our live Past Lives pop-up. Then Saturday morning we'll be doing a happy hours pop-up from 10 to 11. I will go to work at my regular workplace. And then in the evening at 7 p.m.
Dun, dun,
we're
dun.
going to do... I didn't add a mic to that
Whoops.
scene.
Okay.
I didn't add a mic to that scene.
Whoops, sorry.
Forgot to do that.
So who's your monster baby? Which is all about?
A 1 hour pop-up about finding your monstrous, terrifying, romantic archetype.
So to speak.
So it's really just a funny look at romance. Who's your perfect monster mate? I think that would be the way to title. And that's going to be Saturday night at 7 p.m. for 1 hour.
Busy weekend, but you know, it's Halloween.
It's Halloween.
Expect all kinds of surprises.
Right, because don't we have programs on Halloween too?
We do. Our
And what
live
would those
stream.
be? Well, we have our live stream and we have the...
Oh, the special...
Well, we have your show on...
Yeah. And we have the special haiku.
Halloween haiku on Sunday.
Yeah.
Don't know when we're going to put that one up.
Don't know.
And then I'm going to do a Halloween meditation later on that evening.
Okay, so we'll be burnouts for the next week after that.
Okay, let's get going. We've been keeping people waiting way too long.
But we've got, it's a short list, and so far everybody gets read. We've got Asal first, Mr. Maurice second, Gina, Libra, Mila, January Girl, and then Isabie.
Alrighty.
So, all right, let's get the show on the road. And plus, I do have my special readings again tonight. If anybody wants the Spirit Speaks or, about spirit communication, an ancestor reading, or what's the other one? A mini past life reading. It's not the same as what we're going to do in our pop-up.
Right.
Okay, let's see.
My deck or yours?
Yeah, let's choose yours.
Okie dokie.
And I believe you're
people.
using the Malefique Lenormand, and I'm using the Halloween one this week.
So those are our Lenormands.
Yep.
Are you sure, Isabie?
Oh, okay, Isabie. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming and viewing the show. We always appreciate that. Mr. O just got a great book he'll probably review in the near future.
Yes, and I got another one that we're going to give away around Thanksgiving.
Special.
And you might, or maybe a number of people might be interested in it.
Special for the crafty people out
right,
there.
It's fiber magic. It's magical crocheting. It's beautiful. And I decided to get it so that I could give it away as a gift during the Thanksgiving season.
To support the author, who is a nice follower of ours on Facebook. Right?
Yes. Her name's escaping me at the moment, so I'll have to publish that later.
All right. The Cat People Tarot for a Self's question.
Thank you, Isabie.
We have the King of Cups reversed. Oh my, we have the Six of Wands reversed. And we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Wow. Just on the surface of the way these cards fell, Asal, it's definitely like, we didn't do a yes-no question for you, but I would say it's leaning towards no about you ever being back together again. There's issues here. I don't know. I think
it really sort of seems like there's just no way there's going to be movement, especially because of that Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is often a victory card or sort of a sense of celebration of victory. And so it's reversed. It's sort of indicating not victory at all, but maybe, you know, setbacks
defeat.
or a defeat in plans. And then you have the reverse King of Cups and the reverse Knight of Pentacles. The Knight signifies the whole thing coming and going, and mostly in a bad way, but maybe more likely what it's also saying too is that the whole thing is just taking up way too much time. It's taking too long, and or it's occupying a really turgid, inert process. Like there is just literally no life coming from that. You want to jump in, I know?
Oh, no. Well, I want to say something at
Go
some
ahead.
point, but that's okay. You could have finished. I think with the energies here, it's not good. There's just setbacks, and I think it's because maybe this person has different expectations, is just not happy, I think, Asel, emotionally, or maybe there was some emotional upheaval between the two of you that this person can't get over. And then the Knight of Pentacles reversed, you know, I've been giving this some thought here while he was talking, and I'm wondering if this person is, your ex is looking towards, you know, I don't know, some more, you know, is being more opportunistic here, maybe looking for somebody with more money or prestige or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Something more material.
Saying. I'm not feeling that so much. I'm sort of feeling like there's just this really stuck or drawn out process of maybe the resolution of this, the final, like, no, this really is over. So I'm wondering if there's just some dangling things there that are just representing a slice of cruelty there, that either of you are possibly holding on to a hope. More likely it's you. I really feel that with that King of Cups reversed, and the Six of Wands, that they're moving into a different direction, or they just don't have that interest.
Let's do that, Lenormand, Mr. O, and see what we can add to this. See if there's anything here. Right now, I'm not seeing it, Asel.
Yeah, sadly, I don't see any kind of resolution there.
Okay.
So, my two cards from the Lenormand are the Heart and the Book. And the Book was second, so the Book informs the Heart. And it may be that the whole process will really help you understand your feelings and clarify your feelings, and maybe open up, like you can open a book, your heart to other possibilities or to other ways of expressing or finding a way of having love expressed. I think that's the real practical takeaway.
I think, you know, in time you are going to be seeking out, you know, other avenues for your heart. You know, the book is about researching or searching or looking, and I feel here when it's connected with the heart like this and in a question like yours, that it means that you will be looking elsewhere for, you know, you will be moving beyond this to seek out something that quenches the thirst of your heart. I sort of poetic there.
Very nice, thank you.
That's what we have for you, Asel. I wish I had better news. I am sorry.
And thank you, though.
Hey, Mr. Maurice, I see you posted a question.
And I see your question. Thank you.
Financial general. We'll see what we get.
So that'll be your deck.
Alrighty. Well, no time like the present to try the new one, eh?
And thanks for your nice comment on YouTube the other day. Appreciate that, Mr. Maurice. And you're welcome, Asel.
You're welcome,
Always.
Asel. This is a bit of a wider deck, so it does take a bit to wrap my hands around it. But it's beautiful. All right, you give it a shuffle. And instead of wands, cups, swords, and pentacles in this deck, we will see the elements. Earth, air, fire, and water will be the suits.
Oh, I love the smell of these cards. The new deck smell.
New book smell.
It's almost intoxicating.
We library people. He brought a book, a fiction book home the other day, and he's showing it to me. And all I could do was just hug it because it had this nice, soft, squishy cover. I don't know how to explain it, but it was so nice. It was like those old Charmin toilet paper commercials. Don't squeeze the Charmin.
Okay, Mr. Maurice, here we go.
All right. Well, whoa, it's beautiful. We've got the Devil card reversed.
They are white, aren't they?
They are. We have the Ace of Air reversed. That's the Ace of Swords, of course.
Yes, Ace of Swords.
Wow, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune upright.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
That's really interesting because we have the Devil and the Wheel, bordering that Ace of Air, which is reversed. But the two cards, this card, the Devil, Mr. Maurice, and reversed, that's important, and the Wheel of Fortune are very, very positive. So I have to kind of wrap my head around this. I think that things are going to shift positively for you. You're going to feel a lot more liberated now and free to make decisions and to move yourself forward financially, but you also have to be careful here that what you're doing are in your best interest. Take your time. I know that, sometimes if we really need a job, it's desperation time, but try to really think things through. Don't rush the process. But I feel like maybe by the turn of a season, your financials will be looking a little bit better.
Well, this is kind of interesting because I get an intuition that says that in defeat there is victory, kind of thing. And I'm not saying you're going to be defeated, but in the possible downturn represented by that Ace of Air, Ace of Swords, the idea of maybe a particular goal or objective that didn't exactly work out for you or is possibly just being stalled, there is some other opportunity arises, even if it's only a clarification of how you understand your process going forward. Because I think sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can also be about your process, about how you see a path going around. But then the Devil reversed is sort of saying, like, kind of pulling off the blinders or letting go of the leash or whatever is limiting you or binding you to outmoded concepts. So in other words, there is sort of this rejuvenated idea, or this idea that in maybe something slipping away, another idea pops up or another opportunity pops up, and that gives you a better clarification of how you should do things. I know it's pretty grandiose sounding.
Well, I know too that in a way, if I looked at this in sequence now, it looks to me as though you are being able to overthrow or overcome setbacks that you have had, defeats, so like what he said, out of the jaws of defeat or whatever, comes this turn, this positive turn of the wheel. But also here, a lot of times people ask us for timing, and the wheel can be a seasonal kind of card, So I almost think as though this could indicate that as time is going on and getting closer to the winter season, I feel like your financials are going to change for the better. You're going to be able to rise above, the setbacks that you've had.
Yeah, I don't think this plays out over a long period of time, like a whole year. I think it plays out in weeks to a few months.
Yeah. So, I think, let's do that. Okay, Mr. O, what's your rush?
I'm not rushing. But I might be part Russian.
What's your hurry? Don't hurry.
Okay.
Sonny is sitting by me here. We'll get a shot of him later when he's facing the camera. So this is interesting. We have the stork.
Also known in the Halloween Lenormand as the Raven.
That is correct. And we have the tower, which is known as the clock tower in this deck. So that's really interesting to me because
Isn't it?
Huh?
It is.
It is. Why?
Well, I think it possibly means a new opportunity is coming or news of a new opportunity. I'm wondering if it's either connected to the institution you're already with or if it is really like a game changer, like you're moving to a different area, not moving physically, but moving to a different company, a different type of business, or a different institution of some sort.
Well, I would just say that maybe there's a change or a shift in the place you are working at.
Okay.
You know, a change of assignment, something different, something positive, or some type of change that benefits you.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a pay raise, it could be something else, you know.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Some benefits, whatever the case may be. It looks like there's something positive here. And I don't know, but maybe that plays into that wheel of fortune.
Probably coincides with that. And I guess because there's a clock there, I just sort of think that
Time
symbol
again,
is saying
too.
it's timing, but it's also like it's nearly time, you know.
Right,
That's-
and that goes in with what I said about the cycle of time.
I know
in that
every allegory you ever see or everything in a movie, you know, the clock, the big clock hits the hour and it's time for something to happen. So it's probably going to happen, you know, like we said, within this next season or so.
You know, I can't tell what it is exactly, but I
Yeah.
do think that what is indicated here, Mr. Maurice, is that you are going to experience something that's really going to uplift you, make you feel like you've risen above, you know, some of the problems and issues that you've been having. And it's related to some type of change, you know, either where you're working now or a change in employment.
No kidding. Okay, that's cool. Well, I hope it means
Wow.
good things. I hope it does mean good things.
That's awesome.
That would be great. Great way to close out the year.
Well, he might not be able to do that for you, Gina, because he needs a special deck for that.
Yeah, and I don't think I have it here.
But you know what? If you can't make our show,
We'll
I'll
do
make
one for you.
sure he has one for you, you know, the next time you're here.
Thanks.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So, but it's a special deck, which is why it's Who's Your Monster.
Yeah, last year when I did my unboxing in my boxers,
Hi, Sile.
I unboxed the Tarot, which is kind of like a kitschy major arcana only of monster archetypes for each one of the major arcana. But that deck is upstairs. That's the deck I was intending to use. So we'll do one for you then, too, of course.
Absolutely.
And of course, you're welcome, Mr. Maurice.
Yes,
Thank you
Mr.
so
Maurice.
much.
That's interesting that
Hi,
we
Celie.
hit on that. I'll tell you, the stork is all about something new and change. And considering you have the Wheel of Fortune there upright, I think that's very positive. So
Yeah.
good luck with that. I'm glad we hit that for
And
you.
Wheel of Fortune, frankly, just means good luck, too, especially in that
Yeah.
position. So,
All right. So, Gina, I have other oracles here. I can tell you something if you want. I could do one of two things for you. Well, of course, I brought down the postcards from Spirit, but I also brought down, where is it? I know it's here. Another deck that we're doing an unboxing for by MJ Cullinane. It is her Roar Oracle,
ooh.
which is like your, what did she call it? Your personal advisory team of 54 trailblazing and inspirational women.
Well, can you do that with one of your decks, one way or the other?
Well, let's just see what Gina says. If you want just a regular reading, we can do that for November. Sile, we'll keep that question up there. That's fine. And I'll go over the list right now. We're doing Gina, then Libra Cusp, Mila, January Girl, and then you, Sile.
How about the Roar deck?
How about it? Let's try it. This is really an awesome deck, as our unboxing will show.
When you get a chance, everybody should check out our unboxing video that features Roar. It really is such a cool deck. I love it.
We did an unboxing with both the four Hexa
yeah.
Oracle and the Roar Oracle, since we got them at the same time.
All right, so this is for you, Gina.
I am going to let Mr. O pick the card for you. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Well, shuffle. I'll let you shuffle.
Oh, okay. Does that mean you're going to pick?
No, I'll still let you pick. But hand it back to me after you shuffle. Well, we are women, hear us roar. I'm going to cut them.
Oh.
And then I'm going to let you, oops, pull one out of there, Mr. O. And they're very slippy. What do you got there? Wow.
Sojourner Truth.
Sojourner Truth. And there's a saying on the side of this card that says, that might be the quote in the book too, I'm not sure. I sell the shadow to support the substance.
I love it.
I know.
I'm not sure if I understand it, but I do love it.
Yes, it sounds esoteric. It does.
It does.
So let's look up Sojourner Truth here. She was born in 1797 and died in 1893. African-American evangelist, abolitionist, women's rights activist, and author. From Sojourner, this is a quote. That man over there says that women need to be helped into carriages and lifted over ditches and to have the best place everywhere. Nobody ever helps me into carriages or over mud puddles or gives me any best place. And ain't I a woman? Look at me. Look at my arm. I have plowed and planted and gathered into barns, and no man could head me. And ain't I a woman? I could work as much and eat as much as a man when I could get it, and bear the lash as well. And ain't I a woman? I have borne 5 children and seen most all sold off to slavery. And when I cried out with my mother's grief, none but Jesus heard me. And ain't I a woman? Sojourner's strength and resilience after enduring years of torment, injustice, and heartbreak, it is a testament to her faith in her religion as well as herself. After the Civil War and the end of slavery, Sojourner Truth sat for pictures that she would later use to raise money to help in the fight for equality. The quote at the bottom of one of her photographs reads, I sell the shadow to support the substance. In this statement, she makes it clear she controls her body and her image. It is hers to sell if she chooses. When Sojourner appears, it may be a signal that you are letting someone else control you, whether that be a partner, parent, or boss. You may need to find that inner strength to break free from what others want and expect from you, so that you can follow the path that feels right, a path of your own choosing. Well, Gina, I can't imagine anyone controlling you.
Nope.
But I will say this, what it probably means is the fact that, you have that inner strength already, and you know that you control your own destiny. Others, they can say what they want, but it's not going to shake your spirit.
You're setting that kind of example.
Yep.
Hi, Jenna in the stars, and of course you can be on our list.
So that's what we have for you. This is an awesome deck.
I love it.
I so love the deck. All right, Libra's question is ready. Yeah, Sojourner Truth. Wow, what a person.
Love the energy, yep.
Great statement.
Okay, so this is going to be my deck. I'm going to use Santa Muerte.
Well, Jenna, there is, we just did Gina. We're on Libra. And then there's 1, 2, 3 people in front of you, Jenna. It's kind of a short night tonight. Hey, you are welcome, Gina. I'm going to like that Oracle deck.
You're very welcome.
And I try to get the Mr. Sunny.
There he is.
Hello, Mr. Sunny. He's just chilling by my side here. He knows where to get the scratches.
Your turn.
All right, I'm going to take that back. Is Mr. O out of Barkin' Brownies?
No, I'm really, I kind of lost my stride there because I had to do some fasting and other things for my test.
He had to purge.
I had to purge. Oh boy, did I have to purge.
So we are doing fine in that department at the moment. That was no fun, but Mr. O always brags about how much weight he lost.
Yeah, I got even lower, but it's all back already because, of course, it was just water weight. That kind of purge is just water weight, But yeah, flushed my weight away for about 1 day.
I didn't even do a Lenormand for Gina, I just realized.
Oops.
Whoopsie.
All right, Libra,
I'm sorry, I
what
think
kind
that
of
card
message
stood
are you
for
getting
itself,
from the
though.
angels?
Come on.
Just wanted to look at that again.
I lost my train of thought there for Gina. Sorry, Gina.
Okay, Justice reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. The Devil reversed. I.
Well, your angels have some message here. I think what the angels are trying to say is, sometimes life doesn't always seem like it's been kind or fair to you. You may have had a number of emotional upsets along the way. And I think your angels are trying to tell you now is the time to release them, let them go, and overcome them. Don't let them be your, how should I say this, your ball and chain.
Well, in some ways, Lucifer in the Bible, is the angel who fell, so he's an angel. But, with the devil reverse, it's sort of like a reverse devil is an angel too, in a way. So I'm wondering if this is saying that to some degree the angels want you to understand that sometimes life isn't fair, especially when it's about emotional issues, whether it's about true love kind of things, or whether it's just about other kinds of relationships or love. And it may be best to just focus on what or how those things hold you back, so that maybe it's not so much the fact that life is saying, yeah, it's unfair, but you're going to have to learn how to deal with it. Maybe it's also saying that within that sense of that sorrow or that limitation is something that maybe can also give you strength if you can see your way through that it's like every scar makes you stronger. You don't want to admit it, but when you get a scar, that area is a little stronger because of it. So At least that's what I kind of feel there.
Go ahead and pull the Lenormand. Well, January, he had to take it a little easy then.
She wouldn't let me do that. And of course, we're not going to indoor buffets or restaurants of any sort.
But the assistant there said, lay off the grease, take it kind of easy on yourself tonight. So we just ate at home. We had some scrambled eggs. We were very
For this
careful.
particular procedure was actually the third one I've had in over a dozen years or so. And I don't remember any of them I really said, ooh, I'm going to go pig out now. No way. That's not me. That's definitely not me.
No, and especially after anesthesia. He needs to just kind of chill and get his head back together.
Yeah, I couldn't even drive, of course. She had to be with me.
I was a designated driver.
So here's the Lenormand.
Rainbow fluorite. I love rainbow fluorite. And strawberry quartz. I have a nice strawberry quartz necklace.
So first, Libra, I drew the moon, and then I drew the heart. And it's kind of interesting because, of course, I talked about romantic or emotional implications here.
Right.
So I sort of feel that these are both talking about romantic things, but it may be that one is harder to figure out because of the moon. There's sort of a sense of things unseen or hidden. Maybe you can figure them out, maybe not. But I'm wondering, too, if it's really saying that maybe there's something else you're going to love or feel emotionally happy about. You just don't know it yet, but it's here now. It's just sort of hidden from you, or it's not quite in your view for some reason.
Well, I just feel with what I said about the healing of, the injustices or the bad feelings, and they may have revolved around unfairness in relationships. Life might have thrown some bad curveballs at you here that Spirit is saying, now is the time to release and let go. And this is saying, let go and open your heart again to romance, to relationships, maybe starting something new, maybe looking for something new in your life, Libra. I'm just saying. So that's what I see there for you. Good luck with that. Hey, Mila, you are up. And then January Girl, Sile, and Jenna.
January Girl, I really do feel like I was a little hungry, but not much. And I think that's kind of just me, too, that whenever I starve, intentionally or otherwise, my stomach shrinks a little bit. And I watch it because overeating will really make me feel uncomfortable.
He can be good sometimes. Sometimes.
Well, with restaurant eating still off the table for us, it wasn't too hard.
Yeah. We're still laying low because the numbers are too high here in Michigan. I mean, the big thing we did was doing that, in-person event at the hotel.
The bazaar, yeah.
And that's the first time we've been out in a venue with people like that, in a long time.
Yeah, and
since the picnic in the summer when we were outdoors.
Right, but a lot of this event, we decided we weren't wearing our masks. We would wear our masks for a while, we'd take them off, wear them again. It just depended. A lot of people were wearing a mask, but a lot of other people
when
were
I
not.
walked around to tables by people, put the mask on. But when I was sitting at our table and there was nobody around, take the mask off. Yeah. Well, we got to test the waters a little bit, but we're trying to be careful still.
Okay, Amelia would like a general.
All right.
Right, it was kind of interesting because later in the afternoon yesterday, after I was recovering, a good friend of ours who lives nearby or not too far called about, getting together sometime. It's been a while, been a couple months. We saw them outdoors.
Yeah, and asked about our sensibilities about going into restaurants, and we're just not sure yet. But we thought, at this point, it would probably be easier to clean our house and invite people by. And that's not going to be easy either.
And it's Halloween, so that's very terrifying.
Well, we're probably not going to invite people this weekend because we're too busy. Too busy, Mr. O.
Oh, we're pretty good. I had a medical procedure yesterday, and so there was a bit of
It was
preparation
just a test.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but he's fine. Everything's fine. He checked out great.
Alrighty.
All right.
Not a problem, Amelia.
So what are we doing here? It's a general?
It's a general.
Yep, got it. God, my cards are all reversed. What the? All right, let's see what we got. We've got Strength reversed. We have the Empress reversed. Well, we have the Fool reversed. So all I can say, Mila, is right now is not a good time to take risks. And I don't know if these risks have anything to do with any kind of new project or creative project development, creative work, because that's the Emperor. I thought it was the Empress, and I think I said that too. That's the Emperor reversed. I'm sorry. Let me retool here a moment. I think that this is a time to just try to lay low, because right now some things might be happening around you, circumstances that you just can't control.
Well, you were getting excited about the portfolio thing, as I remember, and we had kind of said, hey, it may not work out the first time. With this being a general reading, though, it does look like it's an after the fact there. Like maybe some of this is just about, how much you're going to just sort of put various other considerations into your life. There are things that you can make happen, but there are some things that you just sort of have to let happen. And that goes the same with that sometimes you have to accept that there's not always things you can control. That's the Emperor reversed, is not necessarily being able to control things. It's a fate thing. This is really amplified by the Fool, because the Fool is really that basic harbinger of luck or fate or following your dream, but not necessarily being grounded.
But it's also about risks and gambles and taking chances. And now is just not a good time, because I feel like if you push too hard, you're not going to, things will get more out of control. This is a time to kind of just go with the flow of things and not, upset the apple cart in any way. Don't do anything that's out of the ordinary. Just flow through the next couple weeks and take it easy.
Yeah, this may be just saying at this time, this is really the best bet, is to not exert certain things, not test certain waters. It's not saying that you can't do any behind the scenes work on them, research, preparation, but maybe engagements need to be a little bit more
true. Excuse me.
Low level, under the radar, or just wait until, circumstances are changing for you.
Let's just pop some, hey, Mama T, nice to see you. Have a good night's sleep.
Thanks for everything, Mama T. Appreciate you. Thank you. And I see that too, Amelia. That's interesting. Well, I guess you should go for it.
Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be good. So I hope we're wrong. Sometimes we don't hit it right. And this may not be about that situation, but I know we did touch on it the previous reading, and it was kind of negative, but we'll see. Maybe it'll come out. Wishing you good luck with that. Wow. All right. So the skeleton key, the key is the spooky tree. The key is okay. So the key right now for you, I think, Amila, is to just kind of take care of yourself and also do things that will, I don't know if this is talking about your health, or I don't know if this is talking about, your work. Do things that will grow you more, expand you more in some way. Whether it's your knowledge of, health and wellness kind of routines that you need to take on, or if it's about something in relation to, your portfolio, what you want to accomplish, just do something to develop your skills more or grow more. What do you have to say there, Mr. O?
Why, I hope you're not scared, too scared. I mean, I don't know if that was in reaction to these last couple cards, Melia. But I would mostly agree with Banshee that I think right now this is just saying that your own sense of self is more important. And that's kind of what we were saying there now, too. And so whether that is health or whether that is just sort of, being a little kinder to yourself by giving yourself little small rewards or things, it's okay to do that.
Uh-huh. So that's what we have for you.
So I wanted to say something to January Girl, too, which was, I haven't said this to this one yet, but yesterday when I was recovering, a couple of the folks that had assisted were talking to me, and one of them was Mary, and I'm not sure if she was a nurse or an assistant to the anesthesiologist, but somehow I brought up the fact that I haven't exercised in a club in like over a year and a half, and I really feel bad about it, but I just don't feel like I can go to the club, and she said, yeah, it's really hard. She goes, but I just started going back, and I said, so are people wearing masks there? And she goes, no. She goes, and I tried to, and I realized I can't exercise like that with a mask on, because you are exerting yourself, and so it's what I have to think about.
You know what, Mila? No worries about the video call, because if nothing else, you will gain knowledge from going through this process.
Yeah.
So I think that it's all good, regardless of what happens. Don't worry about it. I think it's good that they want to talk to you at least. Because again, remember, if there is a rejection or there's a criticism, you can ask for advice, which I think is really important too, and just say,
That's true.
What could I have done better? How can I improve this for future and stuff like that. Engage in a dialogue, and be willing to listen. I think it'll be good for you. So hang in there and do tell us how that goes.
Yeah, we would like to know.
Yeah. Hey, you are welcome.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, I'm always worried at these things. I mean, as many interviews as I've had in my life, or things, as many things I've had to go through like that, you would think I wouldn't be, but every time it's new, you're meeting new people, you got to put on a different face, you have to, you have to sell yourself, and, it can be nerve-wracking, even if you've done it a number of times. So hang in there, it's good for you, trust me. The more you do it, the more you'll get used to it. All right, we are on January Girl, and then Sile and Jenna. I just had an eye-opener about my former job today. And all I can say is, remember, I was kind of retired from there, and I had predicted everything that happened on that job for the last 3 years, 4 years now. And this is just the final, I would just call it the final prediction of mine just came out. And when I saw it, I was like, wow. That's all I can say. Wow.
How would you handle these? I sort of think we should either do them as separate yes or no's, or I'm not sure.
Let me see. I think we should just ask if they're working another couple weeks at the school, because is it best to start the sales job or prepare for it ASAP? Well, I think that's one and the same. So, I mean, if we find out whether she should work another week or two at the school, that will tell us, I think.
Okay.
Let's do yes, no. I'm going to have you count them.
Right.
Your wacko duck. Although this one does say the aces, doesn't it? I think it does.
There's a lot of things that people don't like about videoing. Mostly it's because lighting being what it is, you tend to either be over or under appearing. But believe it or not, most people who do video views know that. They take that for granted that the person they're looking at doesn't have Hollywood-style cameras, at their beck and call. So,
well, if it's like a Zoom meeting or something like that, just make sure you could use the feature to blur your background and stuff. I always try to do videos where I'm not showing a lot of personal stuff around the room like that.
Point.
They just see me. Or I put a background up behind me. One or the other. Yeah, you are a little bit there. You're really hedging on this one. I thought the other reading we did for you was pretty clear, but let's take a look at what we get here. Let's see if another 1 or 2 weeks won't hurt. But I think at that other reading you were talking about possibly staying there even longer, and it didn't seem to like that. Was that an ace? Oh, okay. Oh, it's not. I see you did 13 cards there. Got it.
So we only got one ace on the question, should you stay another week or two? So it seems to be leaning towards no. It's not positively no, but it may be leaning that way. And you have the other additional cards of the Knight of Swords upright, and then the World upright. So Knight of Swords coming or going, and it is about a goal, perhaps. The World represents maybe the sense of completion of goals, or the sense of feeling completed, perfected, that kind of thing.
I see.
Can't apply those directly, really.
Oh, I can.
Go on, then.
Well, because you were asking whether you should spend 2 weeks at the school or start the sales job. So we said it's leaning towards no, working those 2 weeks at school.
Okay.
And I think this is about the sales job, and it's saying this is something you really need to decide on. You need to finally do it. That's the Knight of Swords, and the world is waiting for you, January girl. You know, this job is waiting for you. So will it be there forever? You know, I don't know. Maybe it will. You could take your chances, but it looks like it's an opportunity calling to you right now.
Should we do the other question anyway and then do the Lenormand?
Yeah, well, let's just do 3 cards on this and see what else we get.
So we're going to do the other about preparation.
Well, no.
That's how they asked it, though.
Is it best for me to start or a prop for it? Well, either way, I think it's about the sales jobs.
What?
Oh, Gina. Oh, my gosh. 5:30 a.m. Wow. Well.
Good night, Gina.
Happy trails. I do have to get up early tomorrow, but not that early.
You got up pretty early this morning.
I did. I couldn't sleep. I was probably up and awake in bed at 5:30. Really.
We're still doing you, January girl, so hold on.
Yep, January girl.
Love and light to you, Gina.
Take care, Gina. See you in the Twitterverse.
Hey, Sunbeam. Hey there.
I will say one thing about this crazy deck of yours. It's nice to shuffle. It's small. And I like that. It's perfect for my hands.
All right. That would be great for past lives. Yep. Okay, so we have 3 cards for the other part of your question about moving onward toward the sales job.
Good. Hope to see you there, Gina.
Yes, absolutely.
What do you got?
And it's the 7 of Wands reversed. The 10 of Cups upright. And the Page of Pentacles upright. I didn't show that 10, so I'm going to do that.
Wow. January girl, you know, all right. So I think that the 7 of Wands reversed is indicating where you're at right now. You know, you're just kind of not sure of your footing. on where you need to plant yourself. I think that's why we got that Seven of Wands reversed. It's picking up your kind of, your doubts on this. But look, what is that again?
Ten of Cups upright.
The Ten of Cups upright. And
Page of Pentacles upright.
This could be the beginning of some new growthful opportunity for you where you will be very happy.
Yeah, the Ten of Cups is more or less the epitome of happiness felt on a grander than just romantic love. So it's like feeling like everybody around you loves you in some way, even if it's not, the same things, you're somebody's favorite auntie, you're somebody's favorite next door neighbor, that kind of thing.
Ultimately, you have to decide what it is you want to do. Please don't do it just because we said so. But, think think about it. Really give it some thought. And maybe you could talk to the salespeople if you want to work just 1 or 2 more weeks and ask them if that would be okay. They might be agreeable to that. When did I use mine last? I don't remember.
You were supposed to use them with Gina and you didn't.
Right.
But I don't know.
But I used them, I think, for one after Gina.
I guess you did.
Libra or Mila.
All right, so we have the Scythe.
And it's pointing at something.
The Snake. Interesting.
So cut away your doubts. Cut away, things that may be deceiving you. Maybe, you have to think about, why are you hesitating? Do you feel you don't have what it takes to do this work? Do you feel like something is holding you back at the school where you feel more safe and secure? You have to cut away at what's really behind your indecision about moving on.
Well, when they do some of those silly little poll questions, what kind of animal are you scared of the most? The majority of people say snakes. So in a sense, it does represent fears, even though for Lenormand, it may be talking about deceptive behaviors. In this context, it really is. But I think the big point of it is just saying that these are things that you're mostly just going to have to try to meet head on. And you should realize that the other parts of our reading, both the previous reading, this, are more or less indicating that a lot of this stuff is just doubt within you. So that may be the biggest part of it too. When you think about the biblical snake, whatever it was he really told Eve back in the day, it was an illusion in a sense,
So, the snake can be about deception and people deceiving you and stuff like that. But I really feel in this case, this might be indicative of some self-deception going on. So you just have to get to the bottom of it, and decide what it is. If you
Did we miss a widget?
What?
Mama T says we missed a widget.
Oh.
What widget was that?
You saw the cute widget? I don't know. We didn't see it. Drat.
I didn't see it. Well, let's see if we can find out. Well, conclude.
Well, that's what we have for you, though. January girl. So good luck with that, and keep us posted. Want to know where you're going to end up.
Oh, thanks, Mama T.
Ah.
We did indeed get your donation. Thank you so much, sweetie.
You actually saw the widget, though? You saw the cute little widget?
We were busy talking, so we didn't see it.
Yeah, probably.
That is all.
Our son cautioned us about that and said you may not be able to catch it all the time because you're busy doing what you do.
Right, they go by pretty quick. They really do. Much love and appreciation to you, too.
Aw.
Thank you.
Thank you. There you go. Your cards. And we are on Sile. Sile, you are up, and I know you posted your question.
Did they? Oh, that's right,
yeah.
they did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will find it. Look at Sunny's trying to grab my finger. There it is. How would Mr. N react if I reached out to them, no contact, posting my questions, so don't forget. Okay, so how would Mr. N react if I reached out to them?
Okay, and it's your deck.
All right. Mm-hmm. And I've got no room to shuffle. Thanks to you-know-who. Thanks to you-know-who. The sacked-out cat is taking up my space. He's purring away here. All right, Mr. O, get off my cards. My cards. Shuffle. Why is... My cards. They bend. Ah, he is just like a sack of potatoes here.
Could you move my cards out of the way there?
Well, I see. We have a little...
I meant these ones.
Crowd. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they were in your way for shuffling. That's so funny. I'm sorry. Cross signals. Everybody gets to see a nice sunny belly rub on camera. Okay. So should we have done a yes, no for this one though? Now that it's
no, how would he react?
How would he react? Okay, got it. Well, we have the 4 of potions upright. That's the 4 of cups. We also have, wow, has this come up like 3 times in different decks and reversed? The Devil reversed. And then we have the 8 of Candles reversed. Well, this is sort of a mixed bag, Mr. O, because on the one hand, when I see that 4 of Cups, I'm almost thinking maybe you ought to think about it more before you reach out. But then I see the Devil reversed, which is like, well, set yourself free, you know. But then there's the 8 of Candles reversed. I'm going to let you go while I think about this a little bit.
Well, maybe we asked how he would react, so maybe he's the one who's being contemplative.
Oh.
But maybe too also...
Wait a minute, yes.
He's being contemplative, but maybe also too, he's just not inclined to move very fast. So he may just really internalize what he feels rather than react in a way that you might be able to appreciate to your reaching out to him. Maybe he feels that in some way you are freeing him or liberating him from some sense of something, but he really thinks he just wants to think about things and he's not inclined to react quickly to you, perhaps. So it's not really answering the question, or unless you see something there.
Well, I do see something now that you've said it. He's really going to, you know, if you did this, he's really going to have, you're going to give him a lot to think about. And I feel that the Devil reversed indicates he needs to really free himself from maybe some stress or pressures he's under right now. And, you know, that's why he's not going to, I feel, react right away in a, how should I say this, in a forward manner. He may take his time because he just has a lot of things occupying his time and attention and energy right now. So I kind of feel like maybe the timing, you know, for him is not quite right.
Okay.
If that makes sense. He's just, he's bogged down. And he needs to free himself up from that. And I think, though, that it's going to give him a lot to think about. But go ahead if you see something else.
No, that's pretty much it. So let's do the Lenormand. Good night, Mama T. Thanks again.
Take care, Mama T.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Oops. There we go. Get back to the bottom here. All right, let's get a Lenormand and see if we can't shed a little more light on this. Does it? You know, does this person have, I don't know if they have children or family, But I pulled the haunted house first, which is like, the place he lives,
The
a
house or
house.
home.
And then I've got the gate, the mountain gate. Isn't that the mountain?
Right.
Yes. So I think he's got a lot of obstacles and pressures potentially related to his home.
Well, it may be that and I don't know the context of Mr. N and you, Celia, at all. I don't know if this is just a business thing, if it's an intrapersonal thing, but I'm wondering if maybe there are things about his home or his home life that sort of contain him in a way, because the gate is also something that may keep people out, but it may also keep some things inside. And when I look at the other cards and I see his contemplative manner or his maybe sense of no vitality or energy at this time, I'm wondering if maybe he just is really into himself right now, the home being a metaphor for that, and he doesn't really know how or why he wants to reach out, perhaps. He's very contemplative about maybe you, but maybe other things as well.
Well, what other analogies or metaphors I can see here by looking at these cards, Celia, is when you see the mountain gate, the gate is shut.
Yes.
You see the devil, and the devil's reversed. So I feel as though, these obstacles, he needs to overcome whatever obstacles are tying him down right now. So he might just be a little bit too preoccupied with other matters. At least at the, for the moment. Maybe this is just for this month. Maybe the timing is just not right now.
So that's what we got for you.
Yeah, I hope that helps. That devil is coming up like crazy. People need to free themselves.
It is Halloween time.
Well, it is. It's true.
So that means...
What?
A notepad is hiding the answer. Oh, there it is.
Silly man. So, Celia, that was your reading. Jenna, you are up. It's your turn. Wow, we're almost done with our show.
Yay, not bad. You're it.
You're it. Tag, you're it. We might end early tonight, which is okay. We have a lot of shows up and coming. So do check out our other content this weekend. We're going to be on live a bit. We'll have videos. Oh, my goodness.
We'll have Who's Your Monster
You'll
Baby.
be seeing so much of us. It's
You'll
crazy.
be sick. You'll puke.
No.
Okay. I love it, too. A general reading for you. And I'm going to use the Cat People Tarot because, of course, you are a cat person at heart, too. I know you are. Look, there's Sunny. No, it's not Sunny.
All right, shuffle those cards.
I'm shuffling. Mrs. TFT.
Mrs. TFT. I suppose you could say Ms. B, since I call you Mr. O.
We're having two. We're having one tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. That's the Past Lives one. And then on 7 o'clock Saturday night, we're having the silly one, Who's Your Monster Baby, where we use the tarot to pick your perfect monster mate.
And of course, in the morning, we have happy hour on Saturday.
Woo-hoo!
There's still going to be a happy hour. Wow.
Who knows why we do these things to ourselves?
Who knows why we do these things? Because we love our audience. We do.
On Twitter, I think there'll be another reminder about that too, Jenna. So
yeah, I need to get a whole slew of reminders out tomorrow. Probably get up early and start working on them.
Yeah, well, after we run to Ann Arbor.
Well, there's that. I got to get my cancer drugs tomorrow. Sigh.
Happy hour will be Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m. And we will post all of this again on our social media. So yeah, that's 3 hours besides our Sunday live stream.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Cut him, baby.
Well, who's your monster, baby?
Vampire.
Careful how you answer that.
You're the beast for me.
All right, what do we got?
Yes, that would be, no, I think that's actually 11 a.m. Central. Jenna. I'll check by the end of the show.
All right, well, show that card you're holding in your...
Oh, hi, Jadzia.
Oh, Jadzia made it. We'll be able to read for you next, right after this one.
Right after the one we're on now.
Got a very short list tonight.
So, Jenna, we have the Magician. He looks pretty splendid there, he or she. Got a cat on his head. And then we have the reversed Seven of Pentacles. I love those little elements there. We're actually Eastern. No, we're in Eastern. We're not in Central. And then 9 of Swords, upright. So that's interesting. Okay, Jenna, here we go. So the Magician says right now, you really should be able to master some of the things that you need to right now. You really need to sort of support your willpower here. It could be that, you know, sometimes you look at things and you're thinking like it's been growing, and now is the time to really move ahead. And you've been kind of telling us that too. That's the Seven of Pentacles. It's like you're really sort of saying you want to move it ahead. You want to stop waiting on things. The only thing is that maybe you still have some amount of anxiety about how different things are going to happen, and mostly those are more abstract to you. They're not necessarily based on what you know. They're just feelings you have. That wasn't that long. You don't have to be so annoyed.
Was I annoyed?
You
I
looked
was
it.
rubbing my head because I have a slight headache, Mr. O. Mr. O, I have a slight headache. Nothing personal. So, are you done?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So, Jenna, I look at these cards and I'm thinking I see a story going in the opposite direction here, as I do sometimes. And 9 of Swords is talking about some self-doubt, some worries, some lingering fears that you have. But really, you need to get to work now on overcoming them and not doubting yourself. Trust yourself. Trust yourself that you have everything you need to achieve success right now. And you know, you just might want to repeat that to yourself. I have everything I need to achieve success. I have nothing to fear. I have nothing to doubt. And that's what it looks like to me. You just need to get to work on trusting, believing, and putting your will behind whatever it is you want to accomplish.
Well, I thought I sort of said that.
I know you did.
Hi, Violet Ann.
Hey, Violet Ann made it too. All right. Well, good to see you. We're just talking about all the crazy content we're going to be having this weekend. So you latecomers, if you missed it, we're going to have a number of pop-up live streams coming. Tomorrow night is one. Saturday we have 2, one in the morning and one at night. And then, of course, our regular show on Sunday.
Okay, we're doing the Lenormand Jenna now. And here's what we have. We have...
Look at that.
You're right. You have nothing to fear, really.
Yeah.
You have the sun and you have the fish.
Oh my goodness, there is real success flowing towards you.
Fish is like good stuff.
Fish is good stuff. It's abundance, it's prosperity, it's good things. It just means that the flow right now for you, because you know the fish are swimming, and the fish are swimming towards the light, which means success.
So it really does coincide with most of the other cards, more or less. The other cards were more practical in the sense of saying, you know, your willpower really needs to just kick out right now. Now is the time. Don't wait for anything. And these cards would seem to suggest that really you have a lot of favorability on your side right now. Just fortune seems to be smiling or shining on you.
Yep. That's what we have. It looks pretty good, Jenna. I'd say just move full steam ahead, and no doubt.
Alrighty. So thank you, Jenna.
And Jadzia, if you want a reading, you are up, and then Violet Ann.
Jadzia is next. Alrighty.
So, again, for people who came late, we'll be doing tomorrow night a past life pop-up live stream. It's going to be at least an hour long and possibly an hour and a half, depending on how many people we have. So check that out. That's going to be at what time tomorrow?
7 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time
AM?
in the States. PM. I'm sorry. Thank you.
PM. And
You're welcome.
Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time will be our happy hour. And then Saturday night will be Who's Your Monster Baby? Which is picking out or who is your, how do you describe it?
I can't. I can't deal.
Well, anyway, Who's Your Monster Baby is a special fun Halloween.
It's just a whimsical, who's your ideal monster mate? We'll just use
your monster soulmate.
Your monster soulmate.
So stay tuned for that.
Maybe the Wolfman and the Bride of Frankenstein really had eyes for each other. I don't know. So anyway.
Okay, so you just want to know if there's a connection. You're far away. You want to know if they're thinking of you. All right.
So that's your deck, right?
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it is. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think I used the Everyday Witch yet, so we'll do that.
Alrighty.
Sunny is taking up all of my available table space.
The so-called real estate.
Yes, my real estate.
And just to remind everybody that tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. is the Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges, which is my one card for each sign, prospects for romantic or other interpersonal relationships. Sunday, Banshee does the same thing for the material matters. That's at 10 a.m.
Oh, I forgot about our other show. It's going to be a video. But we're going to have a video come out on Halloween that will be us reciting our Halloween haiku that we created this year.
So be scared.
And maybe a few past ones we might throw in there.
Yay.
Maybe a few.
That'll be a short video, but it'll be fun to watch. We'll get ooky and over dramatic.
Or something.
All right.
Right. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups reversed. Wow, we have the Nine of Cups upright. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Wow, that looks like the Page of Pentacles is on a journey there. So are they thinking of you? I think so. Have you... Okay, you're at a distance, but you have been in communication before, right? Let me see. About me, we are long distance. So I don't know if you have communicated. I think that they are looking back at you. I feel that they have very fond feelings. That Nine of Cups being there. What do you think, Mr.
They're happy with you. They're happy in what they have with you. That Eight of Cups reverse seems to say that they're with you, that there's no movement away from you. It may not be, as you say, the ideal situation being at long distance, but they feel content. The Nine of Cups really can talk about contentment.
I feel there's a contentment feeling towards you. They feel very content with you.
The Page of Pentacles themselves, it seems to me less than, it's more like not a message so much as just really, traditionally it's a message, but to me it sort of feels like it's like really looking fondly, fixedly at something idealistically, something with a passion of sorts. And so that could be that they see you. You're in the distance to them, but you are what is in their vision.
Well, I don't know. I'm looking at that picture.
Flaky, right?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
Jeez, quit putting words in my mouth here. I'm not picking on you. Page of Pentacles to me, I don't know, in this position and in this reading, I'm thinking might involve news that you might be hearing from them sometime soon. And just the image on this picture is interesting to me. Let me grab that. Could you grab the page for me a minute? I'll take a look at something here. Not only do we have a signpost in this card, but also I noticed there's like a map on the ground there. And I think, in a way, maybe this person is trying to find their way to you. You know, find their way to become closer, maybe, or to start a new beginning.
Well, actually, they don't need the map to do that. That's why it's on the ground. Look at their positive sense of looking there, and that they're just looking ahead. They're not looking at the map on the ground. They don't need the map to connect with you, perhaps. But it's there just because it is a reference point. But it's really saying, like, you are that goal. You, like I said, it was the vision that they saw.
I think they're trying to find ways to connect more with you. I'm going to leave it
Sure, I don't
that.
disallow that. I do not disallow that.
Where's that hand? I didn't bring it out here.
The one you want to slap me with? Here, just use mine.
No. Not as satisfying somehow.
True, I get that. I feel the same way.
Scorpio. All right.
This will hurt both of us more than it will hurt you.
Oh, dear, though. All right, well, this is a wrench in plans a little bit here. We have the dagger, which is the cross in the spooky Lenormand. Well, I can't get it there. Mr. O is no help. He's sleeping on the job. And then we have the heart. So, I don't know. Maybe this person is worried. You know, maybe this person is worried about their connection with you. And that is why that maybe they're trying to find a way to close the gap, like I suggested. There's worries here.
So maybe you don't want that then.
Yeah. So I would just say here that they have their own worries about where things are going or how maybe, you know, this is going to go. And so they're trying to sort it out. I think that page of Pentacles might be indicating that.
Okay.
Well, did you want to add anything to that?
No, I see it pretty much as you, that really there is some sense of, you know, a separation having real-time, you know, effects there too, you know, that it is really hard to maintain long-distance relationships. It is.
See, that's a good point, because also if you think about it, the dagger with the him looking at the road there and how to breach the distance, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But for some reason, when I see the dagger with the heart here, I think of the Three of Swords from the regular tarot. And that does talk sometimes about physical separations or things that really hurt our hearts.
So I think he's bothered by they may be bothered by the separation a little bit. It's the best I can do, I think, with these cards. But that's what we have for you today, Jadzia. I hope that makes some sense.
So thank you for asking.
And we're moving on to Violet Ann. Hey, Violet Ann. Good
How
to
are
see
you, Violet Ann? And I'm going to use my Santa Muerte Tarot. You're very welcome, Jadzia. Jadzia. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Are you happy now? You have taken up my table space the whole show. Now you're laying on my hand. I have to shuffle. Oh, you didn't want a reading.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Well, that's fine.
We're not going to arm wrestle you. It's kind of a long stretch across the pond there.
All right, then. Well, we're really pretty much done.
We are done then. Unless anybody shows up in the next 2 seconds.
So do you want to go again one last time over our promos? And
let's just do the promos. And you know what? I don't have the mic on Who's Your Monster Baby.
So
I didn't add a microphone. So I'm just going to
put the sign up and there'll be a moment of silence.
Okay, and we do have a reading, so we'll give you one too. That's going to be on our Saturday night at 7 p.m. Okay, so the next couple of weeks.
Oh, it's yours again? Oh, it is yours. Got it. Yes.
I'm using Santa Muerte.
That's right. You did mention that. Thank you.
Welcome.
Look at this guy. And even when I try to shuffle up here, he's pushing at me.
Yeah, he's moving the whole table runner around and everything.
I like the backs. They're cool.
Yeah, it's a nice little deck. It shuffles nicely and everything.
I'm going to bring my San Muerte Oracle out for the first week of November. Right. For collective readings.
Okay, the next couple of weeks. And that's the Six of Cups reversed.
Okay.
The letters are so small sometimes I really have to look. A Knight of Wands upright.
Oh.
And then the Ace of Wands upright.
Well, Violet Ann, something's happening work-wise, I feel, or business-wise. A new beginning, possibly. That's that Ace of Wands. And also with the Knight of Wands, it's like you're moving forward towards something new or something better. I will say the Six of Cups is there, so reversed. And to me, that might just indicate that, don't let upsets from the past derail you from moving forward with this new opportunity.
Well, is it possible maybe that something in the past is pulling you towards a direction? Like maybe you're re-engaging with something you did before to greater effect?
That could
be. I don't remember where you are career-wise. I mean, it could be about your business as a reader like us, too, that maybe something is really going to advance you or kick in. Networking is definitely key here. That's the Knight, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of sense of networking, social magnetism. It sounds like you're shining, and maybe some of this is related to what you've built from the past too, your foundation from the past.
As much as I said it's business, I can also see the slight pleasure element to this reading as well, in that maybe if this doesn't relate to you on the business front, that this could be the start of a new relationship or romance. That growth. Ace, and of course that dashing Knight.
The flowery, growthy things.
This will maybe perhaps allow you to leave some of the past hurts or sorrows, from past relationships gone by behind.
So that's a good way to put it.
I know, it looks pretty good overall, regardless of which way this is for you. Something positive is brewing, Violet Ann.
So we're going to do the Maléfique Lenormand.
Anyway, last Saturday we just did our first public event in forever together as a reading team.
Yeah, ever.
So it was the first one we did. Went to this ball and we read for people, and it was really good. The Witch's Ball.
Okay, Violet Ann, we have the heart. Followed by, yeah, we noticed you're doing your tarot again too, so good for you. I hope it's working out. The house. And, you know, home is where the heart is. Ha 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 ha.
That's true.
I've always been waiting for that, actually. But, you know, this card actually informs this one. So this is probably saying that what you are building around you is really what you love doing the most in a way. So if it's getting back to the tarot reading, or if it's working on relationships or situations, you know, where you need to kind of put yourself, your interest first, you know, because it's what you want. It pleases you, you know, to do that.
Yeah, I can see this as connecting with your home business, you know, working out of home. But I also see that, you know, or that right now you're trying to make your home, you know, where you live, you know, a more secure, comfortable place. But I also feel that besides that, that could indicate too, again, since we have the heart there, finding somebody new that you feel really, really comfortable with. You know, comfortable and secure.
Well, thank you for saying that too. You know, we could always arrange that with you.
We arrange what? I guess I don't see it yet.
It's at the very bottom there.
I want to try a reading in person. Oh, okay. No, I want to try reading for people in person. I think that's what she meant.
Oh, okay.
Because we were talking about that. You know how there's a delay? Too?
Yes, okay, sorry.
So, yeah, and it went better than we could have imagined. Really, most of the readings went without a hitch. People were happy.
Yeah, we did really good.
Pretty good.
Something happened right at the end that was amazing in a way, too.
It was very touching.
Because there was a number of people who were more from the New Age spectrum, so they were selling lotions and potions and jewelries, and some people were doing some body work and things like that. And these guys next to us, they were selling some natural juices and stuff.
Yeah, and right at the end of the show, right after the end, we were packing up, they come up to us and they say, we really want to tell you, we really had to come over here and tell you how much we enjoyed having the table next to yours. You have such energy and chemistry. You have such a connection. I just want to wrap my arms around both of you. It was like,
and then we put on our masks and said, please step away. No, we didn't do that.
It was really, really nice to, you know, for somebody to come up and say something like that. That just was like the icing on the cake for a perfect day.
You know, years and years ago, we used to read. We used to go to some places and read for the public, you know. But maybe over the last 5 years or more, we weren't reading in public so much just because of other circumstances. And then the last nearly 2 years, that wasn't happening.
Yeah.
So it was very good for us.
It was. And now we've gotten invited to a spring event, too. So it's tentative, but we think there's going to be a spring psychic fair that we will be invited to. So that'll be awesome.
And then we're supposedly doing one in the summer, too, this year.
Well, we are, hopefully. We paid for it, but it's been canceled 2 years in a row because of COVID. So we're hoping to do an event in the summer. So far we've got 3 nice public events. Well, we'll have 3 nice public events under our belt. So it'll be nice.
Alrighty.
All
so
right.
Thanks, Violet Ann.
Well, thank you. Thank you much. And I guess, okay, it's 8:42. We're going to close up early today because, hey, you're going to be seeing a lot of us in the next few days, everybody. So... you're
going to be sick of us.
So take a break while you can from us because we'll be back. And thanks for joining us on this Thursday evening, and hope to see you at our next show. So take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.